and welcome to the IELTS Tutor Group Wednesday afternoon live. I'm Lisa Bentham and the IELTS Tutor. If you're joining me live, would love to see your comments in the comments below or where you're checking in from, because I know in somewhere like China or other parts of Asia it will be 11 o'clock at night. So thanks for tuning in, and I would love you to go to my website, www.ieltstutorgroup.com, and sign up, because we will send you a weekly newsletter with lots of tips like this and links to the videos that we do across a number of channels. So today's top tip is, how do you have time to plan and to write, especially with an IELTS Task 2 writing? So how do you do it? Well, first tip number one is that you must plan. Don't think that planning is a waste of time. Planning will help you save time and keep your writing focused. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. So, simple plan. What could this be a plan for? Have a think. Advantages, disadvantages. Make a very quick plan, and you are given a sheet of paper in the IELTS exam where you can jot down ideas. Obviously in the exam, don't be writing more than 2 or 3 ideas in each column, and then decide which of the 2 you can write most confidently about. If it's not an advantages, disadvantages, there's another sort of plan. What's this one? Problem, solution. Advantages, disadvantages. I may have got that slightly mixed up. It's difficult reading it backwards on the camera. But just a simple plan like this: advantages, disadvantages, problem, solution, will help you get clear ideas. Now you might be saying, but I've got lots of ideas in my head and I just need to keep writing. The examiner wants to see me write as much as possible. No, the examiner does not want you to write as much as possible. Make sure you write over 250 words, but what the examiner wants is a response that completes the task response. You want to boost your score there, and an essay that is coherent and cohesive. And if you plan your ideas first here, and then choose the ideas you can write most effectively, and balance the ideas in your essay so that it is coherent and cohesive, you will have used your planning time really effectively. Maybe I needed to plan my notes a little bit better to get the 2 little tables right. But it doesn't take too many seconds, not even many minutes, doesn't take too many seconds to get some ideas down on paper. And then when you're writing, if you suddenly think, I can't remember what I wanted to say, you've got some ideas jotted down. Another key thing to remember for the IELTS Writing Task 2, and particularly problems and solutions, advantages and disadvantages, is that you are to write based on your own experience. You don't have to have lots of scientific knowledge, and you don't have to pretend that you know lots of academic information. Use academic language. So, for instance, what sort of essay could this be to do with? Well, problem of plastics and pollution, perhaps. Most people shampoo their hair, I think. So if you had an essay on the problem of plastics think about the problems within your own household, your own street, your own town that you could write about, and then the possible solutions. And of course, you might also get something else where you have to talk about advantages and disadvantages. You know, we know that packaging protects vegetables and fruit quite often, but of course packaging of vegetables might make it easier to package and transport, but then the plastics contribute to pollution. So think about the different ways that people in your community try to deal with that. And I have a solution here. I haven't tried it yet, but I have a packet of shampoo. Please let me know in the comments below if you have ever used packet shampoo. It certainly smells nice. It's papaya, and we don't get those very often in England. I did have a papaya tree in my garden in Zimbabwe. But here we have it. Cardboard package that can be recycled or thrown on the fire, and soap, which actually doubles as shampoo and conditioner. So there we have, from my experience, a simple solution. One recyclable package for 2 plastic products that may or may not be recycled. In the UK, we do have systems for recycling plastics, but not all plastics are equal. And so some of these end up in what we call landfill. And in a little island like the UK, where we have a population of over 60 million and lots of countryside, but not as much as we used to have. We need lots more housing, and filling land in with plastics like these is not really a good idea because no one wants their house built on a rubbish tip. So, just to recap, little tables, simple plus, minus, tick, cross will help you focus your ideas for your writing and keep you focused as you write during the time allowance. And not to worry about the topics. We know that IELTS topics can be very, very broad, but do look at that reminder in the instructions for task 2 that you should write using your own experience. The IELTS test is not a trick test. It's not there expecting you to have a vast general knowledge. It's there to help you show your English proficiency and develop the skills that you will need living in an English speaking country or studying in an English speaking country. So I hope that tip has helped you. If you would like more, remember you can go to www.ieltstutorgroup.com and sign up for our weekly newsletter. I also have a free course on my website, which will help you understand not just task achievement, coherence and cohesion, but lexical resource and grammatical accuracy. So it would be lovely if you would go over there and use that course. It's 40 minutes, but broken down into 4 sections, so you can go back and watch a bit more. And you can take 4 quizzes to see how much you have learned. So again, if you're watching on catch up or now, please let me know in the comments below where you are from and if you have any questions about academic writing. But the task 2 is the same in general training as it is in IELTS Academic. So I hope these tips will help you whichever test you are taking. And I sometimes do longer lives, but I'm trying to keep under 5 minutes so that I can also post this across on Instagram. So try and find us Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube. And I will see you again next week. Bye for now.